Disclaimer! This project is just a concept, and I am weird. Happy Halloween, my good viewers! Oh wait, we're still a few days away. Merry Christmas then! No wait, that's even worse. Happy regular day, people! And welcome to yet another character entry video. Today, I am happy to showcase a character that I and many people can relate to. It's the one and only Luigi Mario. Yes, that is his full legal name. For some reason, the presence of his brother seems to follow him everywhere, even in his surname. You know, I wouldn't blame Luigi if he ended up developing a sense of inferiority that manifested into the type of envy that would push him to do to Mario what Scar did to Mufasa. But I digress. Anyway, this is one that people have been asking for since the Mario video. He was actually planned to be revealed a lot later, but I couldn't hold it any longer. I needed to be free. However, the real reason as to why I decided to reveal him now is in the spirit of Halloween, because Luigi's Mansion and stuff. Also, he was an easy character to make, primarily because I used Mario as a base mesh. Luigi would have been an unlockable character in the game. As for the way that he'd be unlocked, well, I'm still trying to come up with that. But I think that one method could involve something like completing classic mode with Mario without using any continues. Simple and clean, like the song. And just like in later games, Luigi's design takes inspiration from the Mario and Luigi series, specifically Superstar Saga in this case, since it'd be the only game that would have been around at the time. His colors are more reminiscent of how he looks like in his sprite work, rather than in promotional art. I just found that this works better, especially with more saturated colors, which I am trying to go for. Though, I did not include the striped socks, as I personally didn't find that it looked too appealing. I also wanted to keep a few similarities to how he gets portrayed in the later Smash games. If anything, I could just throw in the socks as a bonus on the side. Let's talk about technicalities. Luigi's model sits at exactly 500 tries, just like Mario's. He stands a little taller than his brother, and is thinner as well. But of course, you already knew that. I'd also like to think that in this game, his voice lines would directly mimic his actual voice, rather than just be a higher pitched tone of Mario's. I've never been a fan of that, even as a kid. But I understand that back then, there wasn't really any source material to grab from. I think that in this case, the voice work could have either been grabbed from Super Mario 64 DS, or be completely and newly recorded. Let's discuss attributes. Luigi would be considered a semi-clone of Mario, with a similar bone structure and proportions. Most of his moves would be more similar to how they were portrayed in Brawl rather than in Melee. His special moves would remain the same as well, except for one big key difference. Luigi would now have Force Lightning, or more specifically, be able to manifest electricity as his neutral special. A power derived directly from Superstar Saga. It would work just like the fireballs, except you know, it's electricity. And yes, that is the Kamehameha pose. His down special would remain as the Cyclone, and like in Brawl, it would provide Luigi with a slight upward boost. His general traits from Brawl also remain. He'd be slightly slower and more slippery than Mario, but be better in aerial combat. Both he and Mario would now swing their mallets from Superstar Saga as their down smashes. I felt like keeping their original side smashes was for the better, hence why I decided to make the use of their mallets as part of their down smashes instead. And that is all I have to say about Luigi today. As always, I thank you all so much for your constant support. If you haven't read my recent post, I put up a schedule for how I plan to handle future content in the next few weeks, so feel free to take a look at it if you want to get an idea on what's coming next. Feel free to subscribe, and with that, I see you all next time. Bye bye.